For many years, my mom and I raised chickens for the county fair that we go to every year. Sometimes we would win prizes, but other times, the experience itself was all the reward we could ask for. Although it's been a long time since we've entered a chicken into the poultry contest, the long drawn-out process of raising the birds is a memory I will never forget. Around spring, chick season begins. That's the time of year when poultry farmers go out and buy newly born chickens for their farms. After school, in the middle of chick season, my mom and I would, and still do, go to the animal feed store and buy a small shoebox with 5 or 6 baby chickens inside to bring home and raise. Each one was chosen by markings, size, and wing shape. A few months later, the difference between all the seemingly similar chickens starts to show. The baby roosters start to crow, and the baby hens stay in little groups around the farmyard, like cliques at school. The first few weeks of roosters crowing sounds like we're going out and strangling them. On occasion, we actually get neighbors that come out to check to see if they're alive or if we've murdered them. But any neighbor that's been around this long knows by now, and laughs a little at those poor unsuspecting neighbors. When they are fully grown, they all look different from each other, and they each have their own name and personality. Most of the cliques by now have separated, and the roosters are not crowing like strangled roosters. Now comes the time when we choose the chicken we want to enter. It's a hard process and usually takes a good 3 days or so, because we have to look at the breed standards and the overall healthiness of the chicken. When we choose, we trim its claws, wings, and wash it in a warm water bath to get rid of any parasites. Finally, the fair came around, and it was time to take the chicken to the fairgrounds. Catching it was no problem for me. Keeping it calm in the car was a little trickier, but we pulled it off every year. For entering a chicken, we got free entrance passes for all the fair, so getting in and out was easy. Lastly, we take the chicken to the fairgrounds and to the barn where all the other chickens are kept. We left it there for the remainder of the week until the judging was over, and it was time to see the prize and ribbon we had won for it. I never did win much for things like livestock, but one year I did win a blue ribbon against many top breeders in the county, which was exciting. But the best prize, I still think, was the acknowledgement that I had worked and accomplished a goal that I had set for myself. Later this year, I plan to enter again, but this time with a goat instead of a chicken. Hopefully, this will have a good outcome in the end, and new memories and a new goal met.